St. Louis area religious leaders speaking out today against Missouri legislation that would allow guns to be carried inside places of worship if someone receives a concealed carry permit. Our Kelly Hoskins is live in St. Louis County detailing that debate for us this afternoon. Kelly?
Well, Mike, we're right outside of Zion Travelers Missionary Baptist Church, where the pastor here is opposing the bill, but he's not alone. He was joined by dozens of other religious leaders here in our area this morning at a news conference where they laid out their concerns about the bill. Dozens of St. Louis religious leaders are speaking out against the controversial legislation that could allow guns into places of worship. The faith leaders say they oppose the bill.
Mandate that many of us install unwelcoming signage informing people not to enter with firearms. We should not have to do this. It is a clear violation prohibiting the free exercise of religion and freedom of speech.
Expanding concealed and carry laws to remove the autonomy of religious institutions to determine their own levels of safety is not in the interest of the common good.
House Bill 944 overwhelmingly passed the Missouri House of Representatives last week by a vote of 109 to 36. It is now in the Senate for consideration. The bill would allow Missourians with concealed and carry permits to bring guns into churches, synagogues, mosques, and without the permission of the congregation leader.
To impose this kind of legislation upon houses of faith, I don't know what's behind all of that. I am reminded of the prophet Isaiah, who wrote in his prophecy, "Woe unto them who make unjust laws." And that's exactly what we have before us right now.
Currently, people need approval for religious leaders to bring firearms inside Missouri places of worship. The legislation would also allow those with concealed and carry permits to have guns on public transportation, including buses. Now, the legislation, however, does not apply to Amtrak or any of its partnerships. Now, the bill was sponsored by Representative Roger Reddy. He is from mid-Missouri. The bill originally started out to allow farmers to shoot a predator if they attack their vehicle, but that scope quickly expanded to requesting that guns be allowed in churches and declaring that they were essential in businesses, also requesting to lower the age to receive a concealed and carry permit from age 19 to 18. Live in St. Louis County, Kelly Hoskins, News 11.